Woo woo! How you doing out there? Your toesies tapping? That's some French-Canadian music there. We're AnDro, happy to be here supporting President Quinn's Kickoff event here with the college, and welcome the president for a few words. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good evening. Can you guys hear me? Is this on? Okay. Well, you know, it's a real pleasure to be the least important Quinn in the room here. So I just want to say thank you very much to AnDro for their work. How about nice round of applause? It's just wonderful. Is there anything more uplifting than Irish music? I don't know what that is. And, you know, the place looks so festive. Thanks to everybody who made this look like it does. And thank you to all of you for coming out tonight to join us in this important moment in the history of the college. So I know it's important because we have Nelson with us. Okay, well, the first order of business is I'd like to introduce one of our students, a junior from Chicago, who I understand actually studied at the Irish Cultural Center. Is that right, Neil? In Chicago. And he will start us off with a prayer in English and in Gaelic. Neil?
So Gias Morgi with Patrick agus Gareb Shikan and Charna Liv Agoni sorry Gareb Shikan Lamsa Livsha agus Linya Arfad agus Gareb Shikan Inamsa Inabsha agus Ananya Arfad Anish is Gabuan. Amen.
We had budget issues, so. Well, in case you can't tell, we're pretty excited about this, and we are just beyond, we're over the moon with the fact that Aquinas College has an opportunity to delve even deeper into our own college's heritage by sharing some Irish heritage. Maybe some of you know, but for the last 45 years, Aquinas College has had a relationship with Tully Cross and Connemara West near Galway, and we have been sending students there for all that period of time. In fact, just today, I don't know if Mike Weber is with us tonight, but we signed a scholarship in his wife's name to help our students be able to go to Ireland for many, many years to come. So how about a round of applause for that? So I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about how we got here, and I don't want to embarrass our provost, although I guess I'm going to here. So Steve Barros is our provost, so he's our chief academic officer, and Steve had the idea a couple years ago, I guess now, right? Year and a half ago, that said, hey, you know, my daughter is doing Irish dance. I don't know how she keeps the thing on here, but she does Irish dance, and you know, that might be something that some of our students would really like to do. And when I came here, this is my first year at the college, back in May, I saw that there was something in the budget for an Irish dance coach. And I thought, what? That's crazy. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought about our Irish Studies minor program and the long relationship we have with students going abroad, the more I thought that this is just the most awesome thing in the world and we should do this. It's a way for us to be absolutely distinctive and a reason why Aquinas College is a destination for our students. And so to talk a little bit more about our international programs in general, I'd like to introduce Tim Ramsay, who's the guru of all things far away.
Thank you, Dr. Quinn. Good evening. I just wanted to give you a brief rundown on our Study Away program that Dr. Quinn mentioned that has been running for the last 45 years. The Aquinas College Ireland program is located in Tully Cross, a small rural village in the Connemara region of County Galway. While students are hosted there, they have the opportunity to travel the country. The program focuses on the goal of in-depth experience of Irish culture, a culture as rich and varied as its countryside. To achieve such cultural immersion, we have designed the academics, the excursions, housing, and community engagement opportunities to interrelate and intensify the immersion experience. With AQ faculty and Irish adjunct faculty, the curriculum encompasses Irish culture, social and contemporary issues, and special topics. The development of community-based internships and teachers' aides in national schools allows our students the opportunities to work hand in hand with our fellow Irish comrades and yet receive that international exposure in the workplace. Since the program was established by Gertrude Horgan in 1972, over 900 AQ students have taken the advantage of this unique program, and many feel it has been the highlight of their college experience. Moving forward, our partners from Connemara West are developing plans for a rural educational center, providing future generations of Aquinas students and faculty to learn and live in the state-of-the-art learning facility. These plans also come with the project of refurbishing the existing cottages, providing additional opportunities for growth for our Aquinas Study Away program. As you might know, I'm an Aquinas alum, and one of the major factors of deciding to come to Aquinas was its Ireland program. But due to unforeseen financial constraints, my dream of studying away in Ireland never became a reality. It is my biggest regret. I wish I had started to plan and save earlier to achieve my goal. Now, it comes full circle, and God truly has its plan. I now get to provide students the opportunity to do something I regret not doing for so many years. To the students in this room, the time is now. The world awaits. It's never too early to start planning and saving. There are several faculty members here in the audience that have quite literally seen many generations of Tully Cross residents grow up, get married, have children and grandchildren. The relationships that Aquinas has built with this tiny, small village mirrors the emphasis on value we place on community right here on campus. This program is uniquely Aquinas, and we are blessed to continue celebrating Irish culture with a kickoff of the new dance team today. To Aaron Quinn and the future dance team, I look forward in collaborating with you. It is truly a great day to be a saint. Cheers, everyone. And now, more about our Irish Studies program, I would like to bring up Dr. Michelle DeRose. She is our faculty in the English department and coordinator of our Irish Studies program. Michelle?
Okay, thank you, Tim. I love your introduction and emphasizing the transatlantic interchanges between Aquinas and Tully Cross, Ireland. I was fortunate enough to twice be the faculty director, once in 2010 with Molly Patterson from the Political Science Department, in 2013 with Deborah Wickering, a recently retired cultural anthropologist. But I want to talk now, oh, it was great. I want to talk now about what happens here, the Irish Studies minor, which as an academic program here is barely 2 years old, but it absolutely draws from those 45 years of interchanges between Aquinas and Tully Cross. Because of that 45-year history, Aquinas now boasts currently 13 faculty members from 9 different departments who have all studied with their students alongside them in Ireland, lived in Ireland, and now we can draw from that interweaving of expertise both there and at home. And though barely 2 years old, May 2018 will be the second May, we will see our 20th Irish Studies minor graduate. And if we add our current active Irish Studies minors, it is among the largest Irish Studies minors programs in the nation at only 2 years old. Yeah, it's very exciting. Part of the success is absolutely built on what happens in Ireland. The program is built to take advantage of the high-impact educational practice of study away, internships, and research opportunities. The majority of our students do 2 of those. They complete an internship while they're in Ireland. Some of them even do all 3. For the 3rd consecutive year, I will be taking some Irish Studies students with me back to Ireland in June, where they'll present research at the Interchanges Conference there in Tully Cross. So that was added. 2015, June was the very first opportunity for students to do research and present it in Ireland. But I'm thrilled that this is no longer our newest development. This is why we're here today. I'm extremely excited to welcome to our curriculum Irish dance. We know that dance is among the most visible ways that we celebrate and trace the impact of and contributions of the Irish to American culture. And students in the room, take note, you can, in the 4th quad, take Beginning Irish Dance, Kinesiology 110, a special topics activities course for 1 credit, Monday and Wednesday, 3:05 to 3:55. 4th quad this year. You can sign up for this class. So with the most exciting introduction of them all, I get to call up the instructor of that class, our new Irish Dance Club coach, who owns her own Irish Dance studio, has a fabulous name to join us. Please help me welcome Erin Quinn.
Thank you, Michelle. I am really excited to be here, getting this program going at Aquinas. I'm happy to see everybody join us today for this event. I wrote down some notes here because I'm not the best in front of a large group if I'm not dancing. So, the purpose of this group is, or club, is to enhance the Irish culture here that's already present at Aquinas College. I'm just noticing some familiar faces here in the audience. This will allow dancers to continue their passion for Irish dance throughout their collegiate career. A lot of dancers, once they move off and go to college, they have to hang up their shoes, but this is a way for them to continue doing what they love to do and to share it with the people that they go to school with. The club is going to participate in collegiate competitions throughout the Midwest and hopefully farther once the team gets established. They're also going to be doing events and performances around the Grand Rapids area and Irish festivals throughout the Midwest. And the more we get established, the farther we're going to go. As Michelle said, we are going to be offering a course for 1 credit this 4th quad. Dancers or students or faculty, anybody that wants to participate in this course, are going to learn the basics of Irish dance. So they'll learn a jig, a reel, Cayley dance. Some of this you guys are going to see the dancers do today. There's a 4-hand reel that they will be doing. There will be just 4 of the dancers up here, and that will be one of the dances that they would participate in a collegiate competition. We're also going to do workshops. So if you don't want to commit to a course for 8 weeks, we're going to do workshops for anybody that would like to do that, maybe once a month for students. And there is info on the website. There's a link for Life at Aquinas, the Irish Dance Club. So my phone number, my email, and there's a questionnaire for any students that already have dance experience. There's going to be scholarships available for trained Irish dancers. So if you know any Irish dancers that you think would be interested in this, please share the information. And without further ado, I am going to introduce the dancers and the band. So AnDro is here with us today. I have participated and collaborated with these guys on many occasions. Usually it's in Kalamazoo, but today we're on their home turf. They are local here to Grand Rapids. They have Irish music with a flair. It's got some African, Arabic, and French influences that you might pick up. And then the dancers also will be doing, like I said, reels, jigs, some hard shoe reels. And most of these guys have been dancing with me for 7 years or more. So without further ado.
Thank you, Erin. These are a couple tunes by an Irish fiddler, great Irish fiddler named Martin Wynne, and they're called Martin Wynne's numbers 2 and number 1. And then we may hit a surprise tune at the end. That the great Michael Coleman recorded back in the teens. All right, and we may see some dancing.
AnDro. Hey, how about a nice round of applause for our dancers one more time? That was just great. I am so excited about this. This is going to be an exciting new era for this college. And Aaron, we are just so happy to have you here. Thank you very much for all of this. I just want to also say before we go on with a whole bunch more music and more refreshments, and I hope you get up here and dance, because if the jig is in you, let it come out. We might even get Sister Aquinas up here. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you to Carl Apple, who and all the folks that help us do this. Thank you very much, and have a good time. Aaron, go brah.
There's a little of the French influence Aaron was talking about. I have a voyageur song called Voilà le bon vent. But we're going to add a little few Irish type things to it as well. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'appelle. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'attend. Derrière chez nous, il y a un étang, croyez chez nous, il y a un étang, trois beaux canards s'en vont baignant. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'appelle. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'attend. Fils du roi s'en va chez son, fils du roi s'en va chez son, avec son grand fusil d'argent. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'appelle. Voilà le bon vent, voilà le joli vent, voilà le bon vent, mamie m'attend. Thank you very much. We were introduced as being from Grand Rapids, and that's half true. Two of us. The two bookends here, myself and Carolyn, are Kalamazooans, which is where we came to know Aaron Quinn, who's been such a force in that town, bringing people together around this wonderful tradition and activity. And the fact that she includes live musicians as often as she can means a whole lot to a lot of people in Kalamazoo. And we're really thrilled to see more fruition coming to Grand Rapids. Let's continue now with a few jigs, a couple of jigs.
Uh-oh, open dance floor, open dance floor. Here we go. Look out.
Yeah.
Is this, what's our friend's name? That's Nelson?
Nelson.
Okay, see, I'm from Buster Bronco country, so, I get confused with my situation. Nelson, and you are, wait, what was your name? Okay, John, then you have to tag in the young lady in pink when you're done. All right, if you can name the source that we took this from, a famous film, we've got a free CD for you. Allison, that's where you're supposed to do the splits. We talked about this. You just give me that same look no matter what. Deadpan, you're like the original Buster Keaton in a dog's costume. Tough, you're tricky. All right, any takers? What film, what Dance Mania film did you hear that in?
You had to be alive about 10 years ago.
Well, true.
Can you give any visual hints?
You're gonna have to. Uh-oh. That'll do it, right there.
Yeah? No, not staying alive, but close.
Okay!
There you go.
Woot, woo.
Come and get your complimentary CD from AnDro.
All right, are you ready for more professional dancing? We've been watching these particular dancers grow up over the years. We've been playing music with them a long time and have done a couple of shows together the last few years at the Broad Art Museum in Lansing. And we do have a show coming up, so I want to chat with you about that. It's always fun, so we're going to work that out too.
Tiger, Hanamina Kotakan, Hanamina Kotakan is British Pan Tiger, Shimmer at the Hanamia, Shimmer at the Rhine, Shimmer at the Hanamia, Moya Fanahai, Shimmer at the Hanamia, Shimmer at the Rhine, Shimmer at the Hanamia, Moya Fanahai, Hanamina Pishigan, the Pishigan, the Pishigan, Hanamina Pishigan is British Pan Tiger, Hanamina Pishigan, 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 Hanamina Pishigan is British Pan Tiger.
going to finish up now with a tune that gets us into some more dances. This one, in fact, all three of these tunes were composed here by Jim Spalling, who you may recognize from playing down at Rockford Brewing Company on a nearly weekly basis. Perhaps. Yeah, and he has amassed an amazing array of music over the years, and it's one of the AnDro features you can always hear. Let's hear final set, Yggdrasil. Without the Yggdrasil? Let's do it once. Okay. dancers.
Thanks so much. We're AnDro. We will be playing downtown, not very far from here, this Saturday night if you're interested. Music from 8 to 11, no cover at the One Trick Pony, with guest Lee Bristol actually on small pipes to bring a little more flavor. Dancers are welcome. There's not a lot of room, but we always make room, and it's always a good time. We're going to play just a couple more tunes while you refresh thyselves. We are not. Oh. Well, you can still refresh yourselves.
We have to release these people.
Whoa!
I know, it's been such a hardship to watch the dancers and tap your toes, I'm sure. But thank you all. We are